it's Greg Campbell, Angry Tones Riff Clips, coming at you with an awesome, super small amplifier today. It's quite the catch right here. This is the Peavey 6505 Piranha. Came out a while back. It's a simple tube hybrid with a 12AX7. However, he's modified the shit out of it. Increased the gain stages, messed around with the simple EQ tone stack and made it much more usable, especially running through a 412 cabinet like we are today. This KH412 is a Randall cabinet loaded with Peavey XXX speakers. And you've got a volume knob, which is also more usable with its output. Now the amplifier is a 2-channel amplifier, and it's got a crunch and a lead setting. And to my ear, with these mods, it's definitely got a lot more bite, a lot more sharpened teeth on this thing. Definitely carries the heritage and reminiscence of the 6505 inside, although it's not going to replace the 6505. This is more of just a fun amplifier for practice, for home studio use. Put it in your living room or something like that. But the way we're going to run it, we're going to get some volume out of it today and see how much balls this thing has. So let's get into it. Well, so far, I've got to say the lead channel is absolutely crushing. Thing has a ridiculous amount of gain on tap. In today's video, I'm just using it barely at 4.5 on the gain dial. EQ, I have set just a hair under 11 o'clock. If I get it too much towards noon or afterwards, it seems to have too much of a mid-range lift, and then you lose some of that tight bottom end. But it's got a really nice crisp bite to it. I really like that snarl that you're getting. And the chugs are super frickin' tight. So, I mean, it's just a little 20-watt amplifier. I was not expecting much. But, you know, when you send something to Anthony, or he sends you an amplifier that he's modified, I mean, you're really going to get something special. The guy knows what he's doing. And just something like this that most would probably consider a novelty or a toy is actually usable, and it's actually quite loud. It's pushing this 412 just fine. I'm using the volume at just about 5 on the dial, so just a little bit under noon, and it sounds absolutely kick-ass. So let's go ahead and do some riffs in C sharp and see how it holds up with its tight low end, and then we'll go ahead and mess with the crunch channel and see how much flavors we have and gain on tap with that one as well. But so far, I'm very impressed with it. absolutely incredible. Lead channel frickin' slays. I'm really liking what he's done with it. So let's go ahead and mess around with the crunch setting. Now that we've heard how much balls this thing has in the lead channel, just sounds really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. In this video, we're using my Schecter PT Blackjack Custom. This has got a Seymour Duncan JB and a 59 in the bridge, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Solid mahogany body with a rosewood fretboard. And let's go ahead and mess around with this crunch channel and see how much high gain drive it has. But let's go ahead and start with the gain just about the edge of breakup and saturation, and see if we can get some good classic tones out of it, and then work our way up to something heavier. Awesome sound. Let's go ahead and crank our gain up a little bit more here. Sound really awesome for some of that older kind of progressive metal tones, you know, the Queensryche stuff and whatnot. Also sounds really cool with like kind of the glam rock riffs and stuff like that, I'm finding out. But it sounds really good. The crunch channel is fully usable, has a lot better gain, has a lot more of a structured EQ, so it doesn't sound as small as it should. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of reverb and see if we can get some tasty little tones out of this thing. tones coming out of this thing, you guys. Check them out. AMM Mods out there in Chicago, otherwise known as AMM AMPLIFIED. He's doing some great work over there, modifying Randalls, Marshalls, Origin, Marshall series, the Peaveys. I mean, send him whatever you want and he'll do something sick with it. But this little thing, right out of the box, I wasn't expecting much, but I'm truly impressed with it, and it's perfect. Perfect for people practicing that want a really nice full tone that you get from a tube amp. But if you're playing in a condo or an apartment or a loft or something like that, where you have people that you know you don't want to bother and be too loud or something like that, you can get just enough of a killer volume with this thing, and I'm really impressed with it. Really impressed with it. So let's jam out a few more riffs and let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't know what else to say. Did a great job, Anthony. It sounds sick, and going to be having fun with this thing through the weekend. Before we close out, a lot of folks were asking about this amplifier on Facebook and Instagram, and if you can get a somewhat push clean tone out of it, and you can. It's actually really amazing. Use the crunch channel, put the gain wherever you want, EQ and volume on the amp, but manipulate your guitar's volume, and voila, there it is. Awesome amplifier, guys. Thanks for checking this out. Plenty more videos where this comes from, and check it out if you find a used Peavey Piranha online on Reverb or something, or eBay or whatever. Grab one, send it to Anthony, and if you need something for lower volume practice or just something fun in your home studio, grab one of these things, send it to AMM Mods out in Chicago, and he'll take care of you. We'll see you guys next time.